What's going on, guys? It's NoSlack Novak, and this is episode 2 of our brand new Let's Play series of SimAirport. And last episode we did pretty well. We set up this whole airport. If you've watched the video, then you'll know that we have the ticketing area right here, baggage claim. They go through these queues, process, get their boarding passes, all that fun stuff. Then they'll come down here, they'll walk through security, get screened at the ID counters, they'll go through security over here. And I did read somewhere too that I was kind of wondering why these guys were going through here and then doing like a loop around and going through everywhere. And that's because these apparently these metal detectors are backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch out for that. And if the people still do that, they did say that they addressed that fix in a patch. So if they still do that, we're going to just manually turn these bad boys around, and that should be fine. Now they're going to walk in here, go through the main terminal. They've got these flight info displays, which are pretty useful. Then once they want to board the plane, they've got the little queue here. They're going to go through the checkout desk, and bam, they're going to go through the concourse or through the gate here and onto the tarmac where the plane will be waiting for them. And they have plenty of benches here to sit down and relax. They also have these vending machines that they can get food from, drinks from, and then there's this electronics vending machine over here and a couple of ATMs. Now another issue that we had last episode, a lot of guys would get stuck here in between the vending machines and along the wall. That apparently has also been addressed, but again, I'm not 100% sure that will apply to our saved file. So you know what, we might want to relocate some of these vending machines and make it harder for them to get stuck there. However, it is a brand new day. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger here. It is a brand new day. Let's go ahead and check out our schedule. We have, well, it's not a brand new day, I guess. It's a brand new episode, but it's not a brand new day. We're still day 7, 8 o'clock, which as of right now, all of our flights have been departed. So let's go ahead, let's go to tomorrow, and we actually have these 4 flights all scheduled to come in. I kind of want to adjust this master flight schedule though. So what I think I'm going to do, we have this flight coming in at 4 o'clock, and it is scheduled to leave at 6, and that holds 140 people. I could see a little bit of a delay with that. So what I want to do, it departs at 6. Let's allow for 2 hours. Then that will allow for this one, the 19-person Beechcraft. That'll again have 2 hours. Actually, you know what? I think what we can do is let's give it even a little bit more time. Let's give it 2.5 hours there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to give this one 2.5 hours in between flights. Now let's come over here, and we have the 3 hours in between flights here, and that holds 250. I still think, oh, we can't bump that back any further. So this one's 250. This one's 250. Actually, you know what, since this is such a small flight, let's move this one back up half an hour, and then we'll give 3 hours here and 3 hours here, because these are the biggest flights. I want to make sure that they have enough time to process all the people. Now, let's go ahead, let's speed up time, jump into day 8, and then hopefully we'll be getting some money from all these guys coming in here using our terminal and buying stuff from the vending machine, as well as the airports, or the airplane companies, using our tarmac and our airplane gate, which we are getting paid for, by the way. Now, I don't want to spend too much money. There are things that I want to do here, like beautify the airport, beautify the little ticketing area, and most importantly, beautify this whole waiting area for them. And I do want to add a cafe, because that apparently got patched too. So that's something that I do want to expand. I'm thinking we'll probably build it over here, and then we can have a little entrance down here and over here into a cafe area that we'll do over here. However, like I said, we are fast forwarding, and we do have a plane coming in at, 4 a.m. So here come the passengers, and like before, they're going through ticketing. Now they're going to go through security. This will be a really good chance to see how the metal detectors work, if they're still going to be forced to go through backwards. So it looks like they're getting their stuff, then they're going back around. You know what, so what I think we need to do, and she didn't even go through the metal detector over here, but yet this person is going back around as well. You know what, I think what we need to do is we might need to move these a little bit further back. Excuse me, I'm going to cough real quick. What I think we need to do is we need to move these back a little bit further so that they actually come through here, get their stuff, and then they can proceed further and go through the metal detector there. But I mean, this is how it is at the airport. You kind of put your stuff on the conveyor belt, and then you go through the metal detector, and then you grab your stuff. So this is how it should be set up. So I'm not quite sure why it's not working. Now let's make sure our flights here en route, which is not good. Well, I'm a little nervous that they're both en route because this one leaves at 6 and this one arrives at 6:15. So if this one doesn't leave by 6:15, this one will not be able to begin boarding, which it's not the biggest deal because this is the small one. This is the one that only holds 19 passengers. So I would rather inconvenience the 19 passengers than the 140 or whatever that other airplane holds. But let's go ahead and speed up time just a little bit more. We have a big influx of people coming here through the ticketing area. Then of course they're going to go down, they're going to go through security. That looks like it's working fine, except for the fact that they really are like going backwards into the metal detector. What is our biggest complaint here? We have 85% passenger satisfaction. Their boredom needs are met. They're not frustrated. Their cleanliness is good. Bladder's fine. Information, they're okay. They have the 2 information boards there. Need hunger. Hunger is a need that is somewhat gonna have to be addressed, and then the environment is fine too. They do need a little bit of help with rest, which I'm honestly not quite sure how we're gonna address the rest need, aside from them just being able to sit down in the benches and kind of take a break. Airline interest is right around what it usually is. I think 50%. I think once we upgrade some stuff or make the place look a little bit more fancy with maybe flowers or trees or something, I think we'll be okay. Now this plane's coming in, and there's still people getting stuck in between the walls, which is kind of frustrating. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna demolish some of this stuff, which it sucks that we can't move it, because I don't think it's gonna refund me money when we destroy it, but we are gonna have to move these things and kind of space them out a little bit more. But that's something we'll have to address when we actually have a little bit more cash. Now these guys here going to the restrooms, all that good stuff. Going to those restrooms, and they'll come down here to the baggage claim area, and they will see, look, their bags are coming out, and that was quick. Alright, that was pretty quick. Now these guys are boarding the plane. Let's take a look. How many? Okay, so 73 boarded. Only 73. That can hold a lot more than 73. So it doesn't seem like we're getting that much money. Let's go ahead and speed up time. And this flight is supposed to leave at 6. As you can see, it's 6:01 and it's still here. I want you guys to take off. Perfect. It took off. Let's go ahead and see if this other flight now, is it canceled? Final approach. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. Okay, oh, that's nice. It just flew in, and then this one here is waiting to go. So that's perfect. That one took off right as this one landed. Or actually, this one landed as that one was getting ready to take off. This little small plane here is going to taxi in to the runway. And let's see. So 19 people should have been on that plane. Okay, so only 7 were on that plane. That's fine. We could definitely hold a lot more people on that. One person is waiting for their baggage, and they're gone. So that was quick. And now, what? 6 out of 7 boarded. And then maybe is somebody stuck over here now? Plane took off. Yeah, one guy got stuck, which is unfortunate, and we can still see that this one person, or however many people that is stuck in between there. So we probably should move this vending machine. However, like I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and delete it. We're going to destroy that vending machine right there. Hopefully that'll help. Clear those people up. There goes our construction worker. Getting rid of that bad boy, and they're still stuck, which is unfortunate. We're down to $13,000. Now let's see, we destroyed a vending machine. Pending income. Well, let's see there. We had $400 from Pacific Airlines for the runway usage, $10 vending machine income, 400 runway usage, 140 for terminal usage. Staff wages are pretty high. We're clearly not making enough money to support all this staff. So you know what I want to do? I think we're going to get rid of one ticketing desk. We're going to get rid of one of these ID check stands. Let's go ahead and, you know what, we'll keep that, but we will not staff that person any longer. And then let's come over here. We have one janitor, which is good. And then we have the 2 workmen here. Let's go ahead and fire one. And that will lower our operating costs. I think that's pretty much the minimum. You know, I kind of don't want to... Oh, okay. So clearly nobody's working this metal detector here. He got reassigned. He reassigned himself to work in the ID check. Which I guess, you know what? Let's see if we can fire another security guard then. Alright, looks like we don't really need the security person working the metal detector, so that's extra people that we just were able to let go of. Now, okay. People are kind of bunching up here now. That is not something that I really want to see. So let's see. I mean, is adding the security people in, you know what, let's just get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this, this stand, this ID check stand, and then hopefully that guy, once that gets destroyed, hopefully he will go work, there he is. He is working that. Now this is unfortunate because a lot of people are stuck here, which was a little bug that we found when we did our review video. And then these people are, let's see, I clicked on the wrong thing. These people are, they're not boarding anymore. They shouldn't be boarding. Maybe that's already just counting the people that are in the wait line. But let's check this out. People are boarding the plane now, and I really hope it doesn't take off with us still having a bunch of people stuck here at security. Okay, and it looks like it's late. And look, there's people stuck there as well. More people stuck over here by the vending machines. Okay, so that took off with 117 out of 125 people. Now, I'm guessing a lot of people are gonna do the whole, like, be upset at missing their flight. And it doesn't look like they really are. Let's go ahead and, okay. Let's go ahead and hire one more security guard, just because I want to see if them working the metal detector is going to help these guys go through faster. That might have been an issue that we had. And see, there's a ton of people right there complaining about missing their flight, which is not something we really want to see. And people are still getting stuck here, which kind of sucks. Let's check out our flight status. So departed, and canceled. So one of our biggest flights of the day got canceled. Let's see if we can fix that, if we can address that by moving some of these up. We cannot move that one up. This one we could probably move up because it is like the smallest flight. So let's move that up half an hour. We'll then move this one up as early as we can get that. And then we'll leave this one as far back as we can get away with that. So now we have a 4-hour gap of when the 2 biggest flights leave, and that will take effect tomorrow, which I'm a little concerned still because we only have $7,715, which I'm not sure is enough to get us through the day. That is a little bit concerning, especially with all these security here, and there's still people stuck over here, which kind of, I really don't like to see that. That was one of the bugs that they said they got rid of, which I completely understand if it didn't take effect because this is a day-old save file, and they didn't fix this until after I had started the Let's Play. So I really don't want to destroy that because it might not even get them unstuck, and even if it did get them unstuck, we then wouldn't have really enough money to go ahead and buy more, and that is one of our sources of income right there. So let's go ahead and speed up time, and let's see if we can kind of have a better day. See, we're down to $6,600, 6,000 now, And our staff wages is still 550, even though I'm pretty sure we fired a few people. We have an extra staff member here that we don't need, 300 there. Let's see, what are these guys making? So these guys are they making 1,500 each? Yeah, they're making 1,500 each. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think we can get away with firing more people. This person's just hanging out, I guess. You know what, with ticketing, let's go ahead and let's get rid of one of the ticketing people. So we were doing, okay, so she's gonna go up there, that's fine. So we were paying $550 per hour for staff wages. So now we did just fire one employee, so that should go down. $450 now, okay, good. So that's $100 less we're spending every hour. I'm very tempted to possibly get rid of one more ticketing agent because we do have these. Let's go ahead and fire her. We do have these 3 ticketing kiosks up here that are not, obviously we're not paying hourly rates. And then that is kind of unfortunate because this person left their station at the gate desk to go work the ticketing desk, which that's not going to be a problem if once ticketing kind of slows down, they manually come over here. But I don't think that's something that's going to happen. And we are down to $3,600 now. So I'm a little concerned that we're spending way too much money on staff wages still. However, it's not really that much. But let's see here. Hopefully these guys coming in here are going to attract some money. Bring us some cash. And it looks like, okay, vending machine income. Okay, we are getting some vending machine income here. And I think that adds up every hour. So let's check that out. Let's slow down time once it gets closer to 4 a.m. It's like right now. So we're at 26.55. Let's see how much money our vending machines got us this last hour. That should hit right now. So we made $130 off of the vending machine. However, we still spent more on the staff. There we go. Terminal usage and runway usage, which is pretty nice. Let's see now. 73. Are we going to be able to get all 73 people? And see, this is what sucks. We have the staff member here, but they're not coming over here. So I think we have to hire another staff member to work that counter. I think we do. Let's see. I'm really hoping that everybody here boards. I want to get all 73 people on that flight, and they have to leave by, I want to say, 6:15. So right now we're at 56, 63, 68. Okay, so we got so 3 people missed the flight. These 3 people right here missed that flight, and I'm thinking they probably missed it because they were stuck over here again, which once again is a pretty frustrating thing to happen. However, let's see. We should have a flight coming in here pretty soon. Okay, so that flight took off. Is the other flight not coming in? Because I know we rescheduled it. We rescheduled. Okay, so it's scheduled for 7:30. So it should be coming in here pretty soon. Let's check that out. We're down to $2,800 now. So even with, I guess the only money we're really making is off of those vending machines, and it's just not enough to. It's just not enough to cover our expenses with the staff wages, you know. All right, so these guys are over here. They're waiting for the flight. This and that. This one had 8 people on it, even though it said it could fit 19, I think, or 18. It only gets half of that. Let's see if okay, so it boarded 7 out of 8. That's about to take off, and I'm pretty sure one of these people again, see, there we go with the R, upset they didn't get on the plane. We definitely need to get rid of some of these security guys. We're gonna fire you, sorry. And you know, I think we're going to go with just the one ID stand. Yeah, we're going to go with just the one ID stand. We cannot afford to pay all these security guys every hour Let's go ahead and speed up time. Hopefully, we're about to hit 11 o'clock. Let's see what our staff wages are now. 430, but that should go down next hour. We are in jeopardy of going bankrupt, and we can't research anything else because we haven't hired a CFO or a COO. And one of the reasons we haven't done that is because, well, we just don't have the money. So it's a vicious cycle. You know, like the you need money to make money, right? Well, we don't have money, so we can't really do anything to make money right now. Hopefully, once this time passes here at noon, we will get some income from those vending machines. So it's garbage service minus 100, staff wages 430, and we only made 35 bucks. So if we don't make enough money to cover our staff wages, we might very well go bankrupt, which is not something I really want to see, and I'm really regretting getting rid of that vending machine now. These guys' satisfaction is pretty high. Now let's see how much money we make here once it hits 1 o'clock. Vending machine income 145, and staff wages was 430. So we're, as you can see here, the 205, we're in the red. We're losing money. We actually owe money as of right now, and I don't think this electronics vending machine is really making us any money. Let's come over here and vending machine income, vending machine income. It doesn't specify whether it was just the drink machine. Okay, so there's 100 Cokes, 100 pizzas, requires a pizza oven. Why would there be a pizza in the drink machine? That doesn't make sense. Same thing there. Then food vending, functional, electronics vending. Why would we need... Okay, it's showing that we have 100 out of 100 Cokes, which completely makes sense, right? It's a drink machine. But then why does it show 100 out of 100 pizza? Requires pizza oven. We don't have a pizza oven, and I didn't think you could really put a pizza into a drink machine. Now, let us see. We did make some money from that flight. And I'm thinking we should make even more money from this flight leaving. And again, let's see if we can fit quite a bit of people on there. Staff wages was 430 bucks. We boarded... Okay, they're still boarding. We have boarded 143 out of 147. That's not bad. Only people that didn't make it, again, were the people stuck here on the walls. And we did not make money from that flight departing, but we should make money. Okay, maybe we did, unless there's a plane coming in right now. Let's zoom out. Nope, no plane coming in. So we did make the $400 from them actually taking off. And then we should get more money from this upcoming plane coming in and landing, and then all these guys using the vending machines and all that good stuff. We definitely need more vending machines. Let's see if we can actually afford one right now. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that we got rid of one of the other ones. Let's go ahead and put a food vending machine like over... Let's put one over here. Let's rotate it so that we can be sure. I want to make sure that it's facing the right direction. And I'm thinking, should we probably put it away from the wall so that people can't get stuck on the wall? Which I think that'll look kind of weird, but you know what, let's go ahead and give that a shot. Let's do something like this. Let's put it right here, and it's not on the wall. Hopefully people don't get stuck on it. Are people going to start using that? Okay, this guy used it, nice. I really wish we had the option to move some of these things as opposed to just destroy them. Alright, let's see. Are all these people boarding? Yes, looks good. Boarded 126 out of 129. So again, 3 people. I mean, that's not bad. I'll take that. That's over 90, like 95% capacity. So, I'm more than happy with that. And then why do we have all these supply piles? Can't we have the workers grab this stuff and remove it? Okay, I guess we have to dump it, which is kind of crazy. But let's go ahead and do that. Dump, dump, dump. And dump. And we're going to do the same thing here. Alright. We have this garbage piling up over here, which I don't know why it's not in the dumpster. We have these guys just kind of hanging out, not doing too much. What's this? Anything? Okay, I guess that's nothing. I really wish, you know what, let's go ahead. I don't think this is doing anything for us either. Let's keep that, but let's destroy this vending machine. And let's actually do the same thing over here. We're just gonna add another vending machine right there. Because that seems like it's like one of our primary sources of income, which once we do, destroy the vending machine. Okay, that's fine. Once we do start making some money, which will hopefully be pretty soon, I'm going to want to add a cafe, because hopefully the cafe will be able to generate some more income for us. Now, it is now day 10, and we will have that flight coming in at 4 in the morning. So that's going to be another possible revenue coming in, because we're at negative $1,000 right now. Not exactly where I want to be at the moment, and at least our airport's pretty clean. These guys are still stuck here. Let's go ahead and dump that. These guys are still stuck along the wall, so that's not that hasn't been fixed. I doubt this garbage bin or these ATMs are really doing too much right now, but at least people are using the looks like they're using these vending machines without getting stuck, so that's nice. I'm expecting $25 income. Okay, that's not all that great. Let's go ahead. The time is sped up. I think this at 4 o'clock we're actually going to have more money coming in. I'm expecting like 200 bucks? 200? $145 vending machine income. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We're still in the negatives even with this plane coming in. Maybe we should put some vending machines out here, because it looks like these guys are leaving. You know, they're going to baggage claim, they're leaving. Maybe they want some too. Even though they could just come over here and use these, but maybe they don't want to. Maybe we need to put some vending machines out here. And it seems like, I mean, our security area is working just fine. Let's go ahead and fire one more. Can we afford to fire one more though? Because we only have the one working the ticketing stand here, the ID stand, and then the other ones are manning the metal detectors and the bag scanners. So I kind of don't want to jeopardize that. I think we've got a good thing going with the security over there. We might be able to get rid of one more of these ticketing desks, which, to be honest with you, I thought we did that already. I thought we already got rid of one ticketing desk and we were down to just one. Interesting. Let's go ahead and... I mean, is that going to really save us that much money? 300 bucks. Maybe it will. Who knows? Let's see. You know what? No, let's just stick to how we are. I think we're okay. They still... Rest is the biggest... you know what? And I think these guys over here are probably dragging us down with the whole rest thing. Maybe not, though. Because rest is our biggest, like, I guess, weakness at this airport, but environment now, too. I'm really not sure how we improve the rest. I mean, what objects are down here? Which one of these objects will allow us to improve on rest? Maybe the bench, but we have all of those. Maybe a coffee chair and coffee table so that they can sit down and kind of relax at a table. Kind of skeptical on that, though. Kitchen storage, sliding door, metal detector, office chair. None of these things that I've seen so far make me think that it is here to help with the rest factor. Vending machine income is 135. We are back in the plus, which is really nice to see. These guys are getting ready to board this Boeing 767. We're a third of the way full. We are now 2/3 of the way full. Let's go ahead. Can we get 140 people? We're definitely going to get to 140. 142, 144, 145, 46, 47. Look at that. We got a full, absolutely full Boeing 767, 148 out of 148 people. Now, I'm sure the 767 here can hold, that's the one that can hold 250. We didn't get to that point, but again, none of these people actually missed that flight. Nobody got stuck anywhere along the wall. These guys have been stuck since for forever. I'm sure they're, close to croaking on us. But I think we're fine. I mean, the ticketing, I don't think we really had an issue with ticketing. We definitely didn't have an issue with security. And I think everything went off pretty much without a hitch. Now, I think we can probably expand this queue here a little bit more, because it seems like that might be an issue for us. It's not quite big enough. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do queue. We're going to go to shrink. Then I think we have to kind of go over here and redo this. So let's go ahead and do expand queue. Let's actually do this. We're going to shrink it. We're going to go to expand queue, and we're going to do that over here. And we're going to do something like, we're going to do something funky, like this. Let's do something like that. I know it looks a little funky, but I mean, it makes sense, right? Usually when you go on a plane, you go next to the desk, and they scan your ticket or rip your ticket right here, and then they go through. So I think that we can get away with that. Assigned to this queue over here. It's already assigned over there. Let's give that a shot. I kind of want to see if that'll help us fit everybody on the plane. Even though our last plane was maxed out, I still want to see if this queue will hold up with the whole 140 or 150 people or whatever it can for this upcoming flight. Now, people are using these vending machines again. No problems going on, right? Nobody's getting stuck anywhere, so that's good. It doesn't seem like anybody's using these drink machines, which is pretty frustrating. Let's go ahead and destroy both of those, and let's destroy this too. Same thing with these ATMs. Screw it. I haven't really seen anybody use those ATMs. Those guys are still clearly stuck. Wow, look at that. Security's got a lot of work there. They're trying to get all these people through, which right now looks like they're struggling a little bit. And again, that queue is not a lot big enough to hold every single person that we need to get on this plane. But we are a third of the way full. People are squeezing on the plane. And now we're 2/3 of the way full. Alright, are we going to have our second flight completely packed? We're getting close. 152, 153, 154. Beautiful. 2 flights in a row now that we've completely sold out. That is something that I'm very happy to see. Now, I'm very curious. I'm really tempted. We have 1,200 bucks. I wonder if I can get away with this. Not enough money. That figures. I am tempted to see if we put one of those drink machines over here, if we'll actually be able to serve people, because they definitely weren't using them down here. They weren't using that electronics vending machine or the drink machine that had the pizza in it for some reason, or that had the option of having the pizza in it for some strange reason. And this person here just keeps hanging out, which I'm not sure why. Clearly that's another little bug in the game. Let's go ahead and let's see if this next flight gets us enough money to where we can try a drink machine. I'm very tempted to see if that works. Now, it is 1 in the morning, so people will start coming into the ticketing area here in the next hour or so. Yep, people are getting dropped off. Early birds at the airport. Those people that, fly out or that get to the airport like 5 hours before their flight, that's ridiculous. I like to get to the airport as late as possible. If my flight leaves at, let's say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the very earliest I'll get to the airport is at like 2 o'clock. Because you can get through ticketing and security within an hour. And then, your flight starts boarding about 30-40 minutes before the plane actually takes off. So you're really just hanging out for 20 minutes, not doing anything until your plane starts boarding. Which, to me, that sounds realistic. But I know there's some people get to the airport an hour before their flight. And some people get to the airport like 5-6 hours before their flight. Which, I think those people are personally a little bit crazy. But, maybe they just don't want to jeopardize missing their flight or some sort of strange occurrence happening and them not being able to get on that flight. I'm sure a lot of those people too may be business people who they'd rather be at the airport for those 4 or 5 extra hours than at the hotel room, but you know, whatever. So this one we got 90 out of 90 again. So that's 3 for 3 now that we are maxed out, which is really nice to see. I'm thinking our ticketing might stand to lose that one person, but we're at $65 right now, so we cannot afford to buy the vending machine like I really want. And I can't hire the COO or the CFO because we don't have enough funds. Our staff wages are actually kind of killing us. I really don't think we can get away with having only the one security area over here. I really doubt that that's something that we can get away with. Firing one of these people just won't make that big of a difference, I don't think. To where, you know, we'd magically have another $5,000-$10,000 if we were to do that. I might be wrong though. Oh yeah, somebody else said too. Let me come over here. I want to check something out. Somebody said that it would be smart if we put the drop-offs. I think we should do the drop-off zone over here. Let's see here, where are we going? Drop-offs, because right, this is the door they come in through most of the time. So could we possibly do? We cannot have more than one drop-off zone. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna pause the game and let's do this. Let's get rid of this drop-off zone over here. And let's put it up over here because, again, they're going to get dropped off over here by this door and go straight to ticketing. So that will kind of help us save time. So let's do something like this. Bam. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a pickup zone over here. Now, I know we already have one. But we're going to do the pickup zone over here by this door. So that way they can come straight out of that door and into this pickup zone. Now, that's a pretty huge pickup zone, too. But I think we'll be fine. This drop-off zone, will it show us? Yeah, there's plenty of spots to get dropped off, so that'll be good. I think that'll work. I think that'll work pretty well. You can see all these people getting dropped off here, so that's working nicely. A lot of people getting on these passenger buses, which I guess is the case. You know, a lot of people get on those buses and then they go to the airports. You know, the shuttles take them to certain airports downtown or wherever they may be going. Now let's see if this plane over here gets maxed out. It can hold 142, or 142 people actually bought tickets for it. And it looks like, I'm guessing, yeah, 142 out of 142. So that's nice. We're at max capacity. So whatever, you know, whoever buys a ticket actually gets on their plane, which is nice. We have $1,300. Was that vending machine less than $1,300? 15. So we need another 200, which we might. Bam, we got it. $1,700. Let's give it a shot. And we're going to put it in a spot where we will be able to clearly see if people are using that vending machine or not. So I really want to wait for at least one more flight. We're going to do one more flight and then I'm going to end this episode. And I want to see if people are coming in here to use this freaking machine. Now, there's an asterisk by each one. But it does not say that the Cokes require anything for us to be able to serve them. So I'm thinking maybe the Coke machine is just broken. Because look, nobody's going over there. Not a single person has used one of those drink machines yet. Let's go ahead and slow down time. Let's see how much money we made off of these vending machines. So we made $210 off the vending machines this last hour. And not a single dollar off the drink machine. So I'm guessing the drink machine is broken. So let's just go ahead and destroy that. No sense in having that there. And the kiosks are clearly working. Ticketing is clearly working. Everything's good. We are good. We're just not making enough money, which leads me to believe that we need to expand and get another terminal and get more airplanes in here. Which, let's see how much one of these bad boys is. Let's see, medium hangar, I'm not worried about that. Security exit, not worried about that right now. We don't need another runway. What we need, where is that at? Baggage carousel, no, here we go. Airplane gate, aircraft gate large. Requires 4 units of, I don't care what it really requires. Outdoors only. Allows aircraft to load and unload passengers. And what's this one? Allows aircraft to load and unload passengers. Okay, what's the difference? Looks like this one is different from this one. Oh, that's huge. Wow. Oh, maybe can we do two? Can we fit two over here? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to go with a small one, which I think we'll be able to, once we get enough money, we can do a small one over here and then get you know, like pretty much twice as many flights coming in. Let's try. You know what? That's gonna be the end of this episode. Next episode, I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get another one of these. Not the Boeing 767, whatever this is called, freaking the airplane gate. I'm gonna try to get an airplane gate in here so that we can have some more flights coming in. And I think I'm also gonna try to maybe schedule a few more planes under the current kind of plan. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and see. Oh, look at that. We got a lot more airlines interested in working with us. Aerostar here's at 67%. We got Aerotime at 66. We have one that's a nighttime one, which, you know what, if we do, that might be something we want to do, actually. Get those lights in so that we can have flights coming in at nighttime as well. I think, how much is that? I want to say that's like $7,000. We have to come up here and try to upgrade the runway, which that would be, the runway lights are $25,000 freaking dollars. Holy smokes. $25,000. Alright, so somehow, some way, we have to get to $25,000. Be that through maybe taking out a loan, but for that we're going to have to do research and hire a COO and a CFO. So that might be something that we have to do. Take out a loan, or we can just kind of grind it out, maybe put some more vending machines down. You know what, let's try to do that actually. Let's do one more vending machine, and I know I'm wasting a lot of time, and I've said like 5 times that we were going to end this episode, but I'm going to try to do one more vending machine. I'm going to put that sucker right there. That'll give us 3 awesome little vending machines right there. And then hopefully that'll generate enough money to kind of keep us in a profit a little bit longer. These people are getting on the plane. Let's find out if this is, 171 people. That is by far the most tickets that we've sold. So let's see if we can actually get that filled up all the way. Pretty close. Looks like we might actually get it. Because I don't see anybody stuck. I don't see anybody waiting. This last person over here is making a last ditch effort to, I think, that's gender. Alright, so we're at 169, 171 out of 171. So again, we are maxing out our flights. That is not the issue. Let's go ahead and end the episode. For real this time. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, do me a favor, hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I think you guys will enjoy the content that I have on here, a lot of tycoon and management style games, and hopefully I'll see you guys on another one of my videos. Until then, I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.